Tonight, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's a special Thanksgiving night presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers taking on Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins.
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They come into this one off a bit of a clunker last time out, a loss that ended their 5-game winning streak. Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. To throw now. Here's Love. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. The Packers at 9-2 to start play. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
On third down, Love. And that is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On fourth down, Love. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a second down and 9. Throwing. Love. They'll roll him out right. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line. Here's Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Looking for Christian Watson that time. But it's going to be second down. You talk about this Miami defense. They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throw caught by Musgrave. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 16. Love now. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Now a run. Here's the rookie from USC. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's fourth down. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked on with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
You don't get a second chance to make. And it's a Packers touchdown. Luke Musgrave, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Carlson's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And the result, a Green Bay score. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Well, the Dolphins head out, led by the NFL's leading passer in 2023. Now in his 5th season, Tua Tagovailoa.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on fourth down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And taken down just shy of the 40. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 13 carries, 75 yards.
Well, obviously he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
Here's Jacobs on first and 10. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. From just shy of midfield, here's a second and 9. Love looking to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 41-yard line. They'll run on first down. Lloyd. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Jordan Brooks on the tackle. Now a second and 10. Now Love. And incomplete. When you look at this defense, They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself. Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further. So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Preston Smith, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. So here's a 3rd and 14. Tua sets up to pass it. A quick throw there is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And Love is going to slide down and pick up the first. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Dolphins will take over here just shy of the 30. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Tua. Short throw to Smith. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
First catch there for OBJ, and that good for a 1st down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Tua. Short throw to Smith. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he wasn't able to do much with it.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here, so for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it and you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
But now he appears to be in some pain. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Here we go. Yell, 43.
Love. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun. Love. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35. Love with a give to Dillon. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Work in the middle of the field. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I don't know about you, but I'm a...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Jordan Love ready on first down here. Musgrave's got it out right, and he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Jacobs is in. Touchdown, Packers. Carlson on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here. Meanwhile, Tua's throw there taken in by Smith. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary, his 2nd sack of the night. Here's Jake Bailey now. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Play action this time with Love. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A big pickup of 38.
When they needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They will run the draw with Jacobs, and he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Flush to his right. A short throw to Musgrave. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. This from 54 yards away. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So we've reached halftime, past the halfway point of the season, and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And oh, he takes a shot at the end of that play. But gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have...
To a hit, and the ball is out. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the...
There he goes, right side. Down the sideline he goes, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. First down, Love to pass. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. That's the NFL vet Calais Campbell coming in and dragging him down. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 41. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Here's Achane to start the drive. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Short throw to Smith. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll lead here to a third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun, it's Tua. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Up the middle, Achane.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
In motion, Hill.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down.
And they can't bring him down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd down, a run by Achane.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Looking to pass. Tua. Smith catches left side. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Mostert will score. Touchdown, Miami. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
Nixon now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Looking to throw. Love. And his throw is incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Love going to stay out there. They'll take a chance on 4th down.
They're going to try and throw. Escaping the pressure right. And for a
Jordan Brooks with it.
and he'll take this